I'm back with some books. Hi, I'm Alex, this is Pucks and Paperbacks, and today I have my first book haul of 2023. I have a bunch of books that I bought or were sent from publishers, and all of that will be in the description of this video if you want to pick them up or add them to your TBRs or hopefuls, and the majority of them are queer books, so I have a huge stack here, so let's just get right into the video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, it really helps out my channel when you do so. Now, let's get into the books. Okay, so I am just gonna go down the stack, starting with Friday I'm in Love by Camryn Garrett. This came out in January and I bought it because she's one of my favorite authors, definitely an auto by author. This is about a girl who hosts her own coming out party, kind of like a Sweet 16 style. I cannot wait to read this. I'm hoping to read it in June for a video concept that I have, so I'm really hoping I get around to this because I am so excited for it. It's one of my most anticipated releases. I love Camryn Garrett so much. Next, Algonquin Young Readers recently sent me Nicole Melleby's duology, The House on Sunrise Lagoon. This is set on the Jersey Shore with a queer family, and it is so cute so far. The first book is Sam Makes a Splash, and this is about Sam trying to save her mom's boat business. It's so cute, and I just love Nicole Melleby. And the second is called Marina in the Middle, and I can't wait to read both of these. I'll have a review up on Instagram pretty soon, so go and follow me over there, and you're gonna want to follow me because I am going to be having a giveaway, which I will mention later in this video. Next, HarperCollins, under their Instagram account at The Shelf Stuff, they sent me Joy to the World by Kai Shappley and Lisa Bunker. This is about Kai Shappley, who was on the Babysitters Club show on Netflix, and she's a young trans girl and activist, and I cannot wait to read this. I'm gonna read it probably next week, and I'm really excited for it, so thank you again to them for sending me this. Inspired by Kai's own life and activism, Shappley and Bunker tell a moving story that centers trans resistance, resilience, community, and they hope to keep fighting. So this is fiction, but it is inspired by Kai's own experiences, and you might recognize the author Lisa Bunker if you read Zenopia July. I have not yet to read that, but it is definitely on my TBR, so definitely put this on your radar if you liked that book or you just want to read more about trans kids. The next book I wasn't expecting to get, but I was so excited when I received the PR package. So thank you to Mac Kids for sending me Junior High by Tegan and Sara with Tillie Walden. A dream collab? This is so good so far. As you can see, I'm currently reading it. I'm currently reading a lot of books at the moment, but this is their graphic novel, and I didn't know they have a memoir. So definitely want to check that out. Honestly, I don't really know much about Tegan and Sara. Like, I know of them and I know they're from Canada and they are twin musicians and queer, but that's the only thing I know. So it's really interesting to read this. It is a graphic novel about their life in middle school, and it's really interesting and I'm enjoying it so far. So thank you again to the publisher for sending me this. If you want to hear my full thoughts, you can follow me on Instagram or also subscribe to this channel because I will be having a review pretty soon. I'm trying to catch up on some of my recent reads and wrap-ups, so definitely look out for that. The next book I was sent from West Margin Press is Dotson by Grayson Lee White. I also reviewed this on my Instagram. This is another middle grade following a trans kid, and this is so cute. I really enjoyed it. It has a lot of trans joy because it is just about a trans boy coming into himself and his family accepting him, and it just made me so happy to read. Dotson, the title, is a play on him being a daughter and a son, and I really loved that. If you're looking to read some younger books about trans kids, I really enjoyed Dotson. Another trans middle grade I was sent by the author Ash Van Otterloo, The Beautiful Something Else. I'm also currently reading and loving so much. This is about a kid named Sparrow, and it is about them finding out their gender identity when they go to live with an estranged aunt, and they just learn about gender identity, and it is so good. Oh my god, I cannot wait to get into the rest of it because I'm loving it, so thank you, Ash, for sending me a copy. Algonquin Young Readers also sent me Camp Quilt Bag by Nicole Melleby and AJ Sass, and I loved it. I will have a reading vlog coming out, but the paperback just came out and I'm hosting a giveaway on my Instagram, so you can go over there to find out more details. I'll have a link down below. It is going to be running until the end of June. If you're in the US or Canada and you want to win a copy, copy, go head over there. This is about a queer camp. It is so good. It normalizes neo-pronouns and I love it so much because it is something I would have loved to go to as a kid. And like I said, I'll have a whole reading vlog coming out. It's from the Trans Rights Readathon. I'm just getting around to editing it and I will hopefully have it out for you next week. For the holidays, I got a Barnes & Noble gift card and I ended up getting Ready When You Are by Gary Lonesborough, which I ended up reading in December, I believe, and I got it from the library, but I didn't get a chance to finish it, so I bought myself a copy because I was loving it so much. And this is set in Australia. It is indigenous and it is about a teen boy who is hiding his sexuality, and it is so relatable for somebody that is in the closet or feels like they can't come out. And I really appreciate this story because it is an important. Last year, when I read Cafe Con Leche by Emery Lee, I said I hope that there are more queer stories out there and in the future we can have more that show a different side and show how it can be scary and unsafe for people to come out. And so I really appreciate this. I cannot wait to read more of it because I really loved it. So definitely going to be having this in my June hopefuls. I think that these might be all queer books pretty much. So next is Lucky Red by Claudia Gravens, and I was sent this from Dial Press. This is a queer western and it has some romance involved. It sounds really good. I don't read westerns a lot, but the last one I did read was Upright Women Wanted with my Patreon book club, so I'm definitely interested in this. I don't really read westerns that much, so this will be really interesting, and I have heard really good things about it so far. Next, from Catapult, I was sent Brother and Sister Enter the Forest by Richard Mirabella, and this is about mental health, and the blurb says, opening like a fairy tale and ending like a nightmare, Brother and Sister Enter the Forest traces the ripples of a murder that implodes a family. And that sounds really good. I have been meaning to pick up so many Catapult books that they sent me, and I'm so happy that they do, so thank you Catapult and that whole company for sending me all of their queer books. I really appreciate it. Definitely want to get into this one. Next, a pre-order that just came in is You Don't Have a Shot by Racquel Marie. I'm so excited. This is her sophomore novel. It has soccer gaze, and you know I love sports, so I'm super excited to read this. Next, Wednesday Books sent me a final copy of Ander and Santi Were Here by Jonny Garza, and oh my god, they didn't have to do that, so thank you so much to them for sending me that, because they also sent me 2 character cards. This is a YA contemporary love story about a non-binary Mexican-American teen falling for the shy new waiter at their family's taqueria. This sounds so good. I've heard so many good things about it from Audrey, of course. They love this book a lot, and I've seen so much praise. And just for this author in general, the cover is stunning, and I'm super excited to get to it. It's on my June hopefuls, so I'm definitely hoping to get to it. So thank you again to Wednesday Books for sending me a copy. I really appreciate it. It was super exciting to get it. Okay, we're down to the final 4 books. Next is an ARC, Jude Saves the World by Ronnie Riley, which I was sent from Scholastic. Thank you to them for sending me that. It came out in April, and this is a most anticipated release. I'll link that video down below if you want to know more about anticipated queer releases that are coming out this year. And this is one. It's another trans middle grade. This is Ronnie Riley's debut novel about Jude, who is a non-binary kid in school, and they start the first diversity alliance at their school, and it is just about coming into your gender identity, and I think this is going to be so important for trans kids. I cannot wait to get into it. Next, Dial Press sent me a queer Pride and Prejudice retelling, Just As You Are by Camille Kellogg, and I've also heard a lot of good things about this. I, for one, have not read Pride and Prejudice, but I've heard so many good things about this, and so that is what I'm going by nowadays. And it sounds so cool, but also the cover is so cool. I believe that this is also an adult novel, so if you're interested in a Pride and Prejudice retelling, Just As You Are just came out. Now, the last 3 books are all middle grade, and they have queer rap wrap, and they were sent to me by HarperCollins. So first we have Matteo by Michael Leali. Speaking of retellings, this is a Pinocchio retelling. I don't think I've ever read one, and the fact that it's middle grade and it has queer rep makes me super excited. And basically Matteo starts lying and he starts to grow sprouts and weeds and he's not sure what's going on. And oh my god, that just sounds so cool, and I think that's going to be a really good metaphor for being a queer kid, so I'm really, really excited about this one. Harper Kids also sent me Catherine Ormsby's new book, Vivian Lance Second Chances, and this is a Groundhog's Day retelling. There are so many retellings going on recently, but I didn't know she had a new book out, and the last book I read from her was Tash Meets Tolstoy, and I really enjoyed that one, and this cover is just gorgeous. I think I saw somebody talking about this book, so I did request it, and it also has a bisexual main character, which is going to be amazing. And last is another retelling, but this is set in verse, and it's sapphic. And this is The Sound of Us by Kate Fusner, and this is about a poet and a musician, and they are unlikely matches. Rebecca Podos blurbs it saying, a stunning song of first love, heartache, and the freedom of knowing yourself. Eden and Olivia will linger in my heart. And one thing about this is one of the girls, Eden, cannot come out. She's in the closet, and so there's a discussion about dating someone while they're in the closet, which I think will be really interesting. So I just love having a diverse collection of queer stories because every story is different, so I really love seeing these perspectives. And this is a retelling of Orpheus and Eurydice. So if you want a retelling, I have so many here. Don't forget to check my description for all of the books that I've mentioned, and thank you again to the publishers for sending me these. While I was editing, I realized I missed a book, so here is the final book in this book haul. My cat is also behind the camera, so you might hear him purring. The last book is Where Echoes Die by Courtney Gould. Thank you to Wednesday Books for sending me a copy. This comes out this month, and it is a supernatural thriller. I love Courtney Gould so much. I read The Dead in the Dark last year, and it became one of my favorite books of the year. This is about two sisters who travel to an isolated Arizona town to investigate its connection to their mother's death, but uncover way more than they anticipated. Courtney Gould is such a great writer, so I cannot wait to dive into this. Like I said, this comes out this month, and I'm super excited, so I'm definitely going to add it to my June hopefuls. Oh my god, I feel so spoiled because I haven't received physical books in so long from publishers, so thank you, thank you, thank you. If you enjoyed this video and you want to hear more of my thoughts on queer and trans books, feel free to hit subscribe. And if you enjoyed this video, giving it a thumbs up really helps out my channel, so thanks if you do. I also have a Patreon, so if you want to support me further, you can go head over there. And that is it for me today. I will see you next time with a new video, and do not forget to go over to my Instagram if you want to enter into a giveaway of the paperback copy of Camp Quilt Bag. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.